Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fan Generation. Welcome to Fans Viewers. With me, play Fan Generation. We have Superman Wars right here as a panda. There's only one panda, sir, and that's Unknown One. There's Vincey Boy 2003, and then we also have Jeremiah 102003 and Dax Jack talking about his fabulous dog.
Ron. Ron is a little bitch.
Wow.
No, he's not. He's awesome.
Dog's gonna watch this YouTube video and be like, what do you say about me?
I'm gonna shit this pillow.
Oh my god. At least it doesn't fart in your face.
He did that already.
Oh, he did? Oh, never mind. Rip.
He was only a puppy, but I was like messing with him, and he likes crawling on me, so like I don't mind that. And then he was just lying, and his butt was near my face, and he just Goot.
Well, I remember sitting there petting my dog while he was sleeping, and he just starts farting, and I'm like, well, I'm done. I'm done petting
Okay,
him.
you're dead to me.
No, but you ever get that, well, you're not old enough, it basically, as you get older, your body just, goes on you. Superman Wars can never stay for an episode. So it just, smells worse than freaking normal. It smells like an old dog fart, if that makes any sense.
Oh, right, okay, I thought you meant you in general. I was about to say, dude, do you bathe yourself? That's what I was saying. Because you were saying, you know the way when you get older,
What?
smell.
What?
Stop saying what? Let me
What? I'm not that old. I make jokes about being old, but I'm not that old. Jesus Christ, man. Is that how you view me? A freaking old man. Now I'm definitely gonna make fun of you for the crow.
Okay, fair enough. The crow will never stop making fun of you, though.
Crow makes fun of everybody.
He does, he's a bitch.
He's an equal opportunist.
Equality. When a girl hits him, he beats the shit out of them.
How does a crow beat the shit out of anybody? He doesn't have hands. He has wings. That's not beating the shit out of people. That's pecking them to death.
Well, he can also fly into you. That's also a possibility.
Yeah, he'll fly into you and freak the fuck out.
And he'll flap into you. That's what I don't like about birds. When they panic, they flap around and they're just like, "Argh!"
You ever see a bird fly into a freaking window and freak out? I had the pleasure of seeing that one time when I was at work. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Watch now, bird lovers are gonna fucking bombard you saying, oh, you're a bastard.
I'm trying to get all the hate groups out of the way for this finale of Fan Generation, so that when I start season 10, only the good people are here still.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure that terminology's gonna work? Okay.
Terminology? You mean that train of thought? Woo woo! Train is leaving.
Siri, I did not ask you.
Doop doop. Oh, rip. Oh, there's something down there. So I'm thinking about making a platformer. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make an LBP2 or LBP3 yet, though. Another one. Because a lot of people have complained that they don't have the patience for LBP3 with it messing up, freezing on them and whatnot.
I just haven't been playing.
Yeah.
I've been any game really. I've been playing new Order 1806, which is pretty good.
What was it? I used to always stream LittleBigPlanet 3, but was it last Saturday, or actually the Saturday before that? I just gave up and said, "Oh, we're streaming LBP2 this time." Because I can't stand it. And then last Saturday, I streamed LBP3, then I streamed LBP2, then I streamed LBP1.
Welcome back.
And it was just a nostalgia trip. I had a lot of fun streaming LBP1. It was a lot of fun.
It's actually, it does work sometimes.
Well, remember the good times when playing LittleBigPlanet for the first time, being like, wow, look what I can do. And now it's just
the minute you say that, someone's already remade fucking Disney's Lion King. Word by word has voice actors and fucking.
See, now that stuff's cool, but when I see the same old shit over and over, I know this is gonna like rub people the wrong way. picks that have like the same formula every time with their platformers.
Oh, you just rubbed them the wrong way.
Oh wow!
Tried to
Rub. I'm sorry.
You tried to rub the tip.
I'm sorry. Did your e-peen grow shorter, everyone?
That's what lubricant's for.
If you really want to get famous, like go out and like be a doctor or some shit like that. Don't think like internet fame is gonna get you anywhere. It's not. I don't expect. Yeah, well, yeah, make more money than Oprah.
Jesus Christ. Or like get more fucking screen time. Than the fucking
But even then, not everyone in the like world would know who he is. And then again, like he started appearing on like TV shows and whatnot. Like he was on South Park for an episode.
Like he was on South Park. He was also on the BBC News.
Jesus.
And his girlfriend.
What was he on the news for?
I don't know. I forget what it was. I think
Tell me
it
it
was
wasn't. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, please tell me it wasn't about his decision to disable comments, because, like, that's not.
That was on the news. That was on the news.
Oh my God! Why? That's not newsworthy. It's his decision.
Like, it is his decision, and in my opinion, it was a right decision. Like, he should have done that a lot more earlier than a lot of people said that he should have. You know
I remember watching an LBP episode of Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie joined him for it, and they were saying something about like voting for something, and Jack kind of poked fun of it, and it's like, it's like don't vote for me because I still have my comments enabled. I'm like, wow. I mean, PewDiePie didn't really say anything. Like he didn't make a big deal. Yeah.
He's quiet. He's a quiet guy. Like that's what I kind of like about. Like that's the one thing I do like about PewDiePie. Like he doesn't.
He seemed a lot calmer in Jack's episode of LittleBigPlanet than he does in his own videos.
Well, yeah, because like the thing about that I noticed about Jack is very. I don't know. It sounds like you're talking about me. Fucking hell. Septiceye is what they call it now. For Sean. But although I don't know the guy, I shouldn't be called by his name if I don't know. But like Jacksepticeye, like he's like this guy who really won't give you an inch if you do like disrespect him.
Yeah.
You know, like, which is good to show that he does like that he will put you in his place. He will put you in your place. It doesn't make it good if he's responding to hate groups or people who are. You know what I mean? Like, what I think that he should be doing is more so generalizing it to the public, making it sound like that everybody's doing it rather than himself. Because I know that a lot of famous YouTubers have to learn that the hard way.
Hold on, Dex. Hold on. I gotta clear this lava pit. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Okay, we did it. Oh, no, never mind. Rip. Okay, continue, Dex. I died.
Like what they really should do, like it's better off if you do want to make a point to somebody or make a point to the public, you really do need to understand that it's better off generalizing it to the public rather than making it a specific person, because there is going to be people who's going to take your side and spam them to the point where they have to make a new account, and that's not fair. That's a form of internet bullying.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've not, like I said to you, and I think I've said on the show. Well, actually, I haven't said on the show. I don't care if people think I'm right or wrong. I just want people to get what I'm saying. That's all I care about. Like, as long as you can get my train of thought, you know where I'm coming from. You know why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fair. Like, that's a fair point. But like, when you just get that famous, like, you just can't respond to people anymore. Like, you have no choice but not to respond, and it's better off just.
See, like, how to say this? Like, I want more people to, like, damn it! I want people to, like, check out my stuff, like, other stuff than LittleBigPlanet, and, like, interact with them, but at the same time, like, I have an antisocial behavior because of growing up. Damn it! I can never just walk across the platform without dying. Just go on without me. But I have kind of like an antisocial behavior at times where I just want to be left alone and I don't want to chat to anybody and whatnot. Why are you going back for me? I just die. You sacrifice them. So there are times where like people are like, let's play a game, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. And it's not that like I dislike a person or I hate them. It's just that, like, a lot of times I prefer to be by myself because that's how I mainly grew up. Like, out in the country in the foster home. Like, I was usually generally by myself. Ooh, jump! So
I'm kind of the same. Like, there are, like... I'm also like that with people that I do know in real life. Like, I'd rather not have them over, but I don't mind people who are online. That's probably just every single person on the internet, but, like... It's just kind of, there's something that, I don't know, maybe it's because of my ASD, which makes me feel this way, or makes me think this way, or makes me not have, like, the empathetic value of a regular person.
Oh god, I'm breaking stuff. Hoopa doopa. But I also like the interaction between me and my fans a lot of the time. Like, the one time I was doing stream, one of my viewers or fans or whatever you want to call them, actually did fan art of me, and I thought it was like really awesome. I was like, wow, someone actually wants to do fan art of my Sackboy.
Yeah, like, it's really pleasuring to see people. That's sounded so wrong. Please forgive me for saying that, because that just people are just going to think, okay, I was going to do a fan art of Dax Jack, but he's going to jerk off to that. Fuck that. No, like I got, like, when I sent out, like, my thing on YouTube, I just got emails from people, like, fucking, people, like, drawing tiny pictures and stuff like that. Like, it really is, like, it's a very, very sweet thing to do, to send someone something, and to show that, like, they are there for you. Like, they may not be there on a physical level, or they're not there on like 24/7, but they are there, you know what I mean? There are people who are willing to listen, and I think that's what makes it brilliant about the internet. Although the internet can sometimes be a very, very dark place and a very, very bad place to try and talk to your problems about, and like I said, if there are problems in life, it is better off talking to someone professional rather than someone kind of who isn't as professional. And doesn't, like, know, like, I think it's just better to talk to somebody who knows what they're, like, know what they're dealing with, and you know what you're dealing with, and understand from where your point of view is, because sometimes it's okay to talk to family at times, and it's okay to talk to a mom, a dad, or even a very, very close friend, but in the end of the day, they can only help you so much by giving you moral support, and, like, it does help to talk to people about it, like, but when, like, I'm not going to mention it too much. And obviously, I don't want to turn into fucking last episode and fucking downer.
This isn't the last episode yet. This isn't the last. Right, this is the next last episode. So go ahead, turn into a downer.
Alright, so pretty much, like, unfortunately, I went through a dramatic, depressive stage. It wasn't like manic depressants, but it was literally pure autopilot depressants.
Yeah.
Or, and pretty much this is where it made me feel like I don't feel any better for talking to somebody about it. You tip on the points of suicide, and you don't have any moral care or thought in the world, no matter what. And it's a very, very dark place to be in, and it's very, very hard to describe, but it's like a mixture of hate, and it's a mixture of sadness and
now when you say hate, do you mean just regular hate or self-hate?
It's more so, this hate is very, very hard to describe. It is a hate for everything. It is a hate for breathing. It is a hate for living and knowing that there are people that want to talk to you, but you do not want to talk to them. It is a hate for the people who have done you wrong, and unfortunately, when you're in this sort of, this cognitive state, or this stasis that you're in, you think of stuff that happened in the past and it relapses on you, and it just comes back and it hits you twice as hard, and when really before it wouldn't have hit you. And like, it's a very, very strong, and it's a very, very dangerous type of depressants, or well, pretty much depression to be dealing with, and yeah, it's very, very dark, and that's all I can say is, no matter how you're feeling or how you feel that it doesn't help or talking, it is way better to talk to someone professional than it is to talk to a mother, or than it is to talk to because although that they are there for you, or sometimes that they're not, but sometimes when they are there for you and they do want to help, they can't physically help, because when you talk to a regular person, they don't really understand Like they say that they understand, they say that they want to understand, but the thing is, unless they are professional and they have experience, or even experience themselves in that, they won't understand that, and that's the problem. Like I was tipping on the side where they said group therapy session would do worse for me, because if I heard anybody else's problems, I would have went over the deep end, and I was already going over the deep end. So like I got that bad where they actually said you're not going to group therapy session. I didn't want to do it, but like they said you're not going to group therapy session because you would be in a worse state than you actually are.
Yeah. So what you're basically saying, like if you heard someone else that basically had the same problem, your brain would probably think like, oh, this is fine. Like this is a fine way. Like there's nothing wrong with the way I'm thinking.
Like it can go down to that point, or like I could be in such a bad mood where I could say like, although I wouldn't mean it, and I really wouldn't, I nearly wanted to say it, but I never did. Like I could easily say that I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Or I could say like, I do not care what happened to you. You know what I mean? And like I could say that, and although I know that that's a horrible thing to say to somebody, but in the end, like that's what the type of, it was an anger depressant. It was an anger depression, and a lot of frustration, a lot of hatred towards a peer, and yeah, it's a lot of it. Like there's a lot of anger,
Who do I have? Fancy Boy there. Okay. This is like this is therapist Dax, everybody.
Therapist me. But the one thing is that all I can say is that like if there is something that you are going through, seriously, just talk to somebody professional about it. Like they are there to help you one way or another. Whether you want to see that or not, that's up to you. But it is important. And it's very important that you have to see it like that, because if you don't see the world that there is someone there to help you, well then you're not going to be helped, and you're going to end up becoming, unfortunately, what I used to be. Like I was I'm not going to really lie here, like I was suicidal. Like I was badly suicidal. Like,
yeah, you already told me about this. Well, I think a lot of kids when they're younger, like, I mean, it can have like the suicidal thoughts at least once, because unless you live like a sheltered life where you're like homeschooled and you don't get out much, generally like there's always going to be that asshole kid, there's always going to be that good friend, there's always going to be that girl you like, there's always going to be preps, there's always going to be jocks, there's always going to be your typical what the hell am I looking at? Oh God, no! He's here, Dax. He's here. Your worst enemy. Your worst enemy in Little Big Planet.
I don't want to end up saying it, and it's someone who's completely not that.
Well, a little off topic. Your worst enemy in Little Big Planet's here.
Oh, Mr. Fuckface.
What was it? And my one friend. I forget what my one friend wanted to make. He wanted to make like a different version of Mr. Key, like his cousin or something.
Everybody makes clones of Mr. Key. It's like when people try to make their own identical clone of Sonic or Jack the Killer, but that's for a different day.
Oh my God. So I think we're gonna leave this episode here, and we'll be back for
leaving it on a sad note.
No, well, we gotta always have that one episode where we talk about real stuff in the real world. So we'll be back with full energy, ready to pump iron, lift weights, get a 12. No, I'm not. I'll just see you next episode. 12-inch piece of pizza, you dumb shit. Okay, I'll see you then for another episode. Later.